It says his truck was fitted with a hydraulic onboard crane, which had stabilizers rated a lifting capacity of 1,800 kilograms.
Oh, so what did she put 1 ton there? We have to sack that one.
But the crane was recently tested and certified.
1,800 kg.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thanks for that, guys. All right, so that's no problem. If it was the other way around, it still raises a good point, though. If it was the other way around and your crane was only rated for a ton and they're putting on 1,500 kg girders, and that would be a concern, wouldn't it? So it still raised a good question. Okay, the truck was fitted with road-friendly air suspension. Liam was told that he did not need any special handling equipment to load the girder. I think cranes and forklifts are special handling equipment, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not like you can throw them on with your hands, is it? So that's a strange sentence. The kid put on the vehicle handbrake and outside the cab while his trailer was being loaded. Okay, hopefully in a place of safety where pedestrians were allowed. While loading the steel girders, one of the 1,500 kg girders was damaged when the forklift operator accidentally dropped it. Okay, but he's not dropped on purpose. He told Liam about the damage and said that he was not going to load the girder on the truck. Liam agreed not to load the damaged girder. Is that a good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. You turn up with one item damaged. The easiest thing to do for the consignee receiving the goods is just to refuse the whole thing. If you say, I'll take that, but I'll refuse that one because I've done it before, and then there's confusion over the notes, it goes backwards. I can go on for weeks and weeks. It's so much easier for the consignee just to say no and just refuse the whole delivery. And you think, oh, they're just being awkward. But they're not. It's just the easiest thing to do. So no, you would not take the damaged girder. What else would you need to do when you refuse that damaged girder?
You have to note it to the site manager.
Exactly. You need to replace it with another one, or you need to change your manifest, don't you?
Yeah.
Or again, they'll just refuse the whole shipment. About 30 kilometers down the road, Liam remembered how difficult the same job was years ago when he had an old Fodden truck and trailer with steel spring suspension, cross-ply tires, and a fuller 9-speed crash gearbox and all-round drum brakes. Okay. He was enjoying how much more comfortable his current truck was and was very relaxed listening to a CD. Okay. So he's listening to music then. All of a sudden, a car honked steadily at Liam. It's a lot easier to get someone's attention, just as a side note, with short, sharp blasts. Rather than a beep, it catches your attention more if it's a beep, 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 beep. Okay, so just that in the memory banks. And he noticed that he had drifted into the right lane and almost hit the other vehicle. He corrected his driving, adjusted his seat, and turned off his CD. So what happened there?
You lost concentration.
Yeah, it was going along with the music. And he started getting sleepy and rolled into the wrong lane. What else did he do there? What other horrible mistake did he make there?
Maybe swerving. If he swerves, he's likely to tip it over.
Possibly.
He adjusted his seat when he was driving.
Yes, absolutely. You don't adjust your seat when you're driving, lads, because those seats, you might just get flipped completely backwards or forwards or pushed too far away from the pedals so you can't reach the brakes anymore. You don't play with your seat when you're moving. After the incident, Liam was pulled over by guard and they asked him for his documentation. After he gave the guard the correct set of documents, the guard reviewed the documentation and visually checked the truck. When the guard found no defects, the officer demanded that Liam do a breath test. When were breath tests introduced? I think like 1972, was it?
Who knows?
We'll have to check that one after. So, what other kinds of tests are there?
The roadside test.
Yeah. They can make you breathe into a bag. What else can they make you do?
Swab.
Breathe into a bag.
Yeah, you know, there used to be a bag and now they've got that other thing like a kazoo to breathe into.
They can swab you now for drugs.
Yep, they can swab you now for drugs. Or they can make you do one of them Romberg tests where you put your fingers on your nose like that and walk in a straight line and turn. You know, you see a lot of it in America. You don't see so much of it over here.
Yeah.
They are here. The officer found that there were no offences. He sent Liam on his way without further action. He got lucky there, didn't he? Just because you're not drunk or drugs.
Not dangerous driving.
Driving is still dangerous driving. After arriving to the building site, and that's a ban. You get done for dangerous driving, unless it could be a 10-year ban, yeah?
Yeah?
Up to a 10-year ban. After arriving to the building site, so what does he need? Documentation.
Safe pass.
Yeah, and he's on the building site. What other PPE does he need?
Hard hat
Hard hat now.
Hard hat.
and boots.
I'm not going to get on a building site without a hard hat and a safe pass. Liam made sure the ground underneath was stable and strong enough to hold the weight before unloading his truck. See, so if his truck wasn't rated to lift that 1,500, he'd be in trouble now. He stopped, put on the parking brake, and began unloading the steel. What did he forget this time?
Chugs.
Yeah.
Stabilizers.
Sorry? He forgot his chocks.
The chocks, yeah.
Yeah, forgot to chock the wheels this time. Just before he left, he phoned his boss, who asked him to put the truck in a secure compound where it was that morning. The next day, Liam returned to the depot for his next job, which was a truck loaded with cartons of silk cloth. He departed at 9 a.m. Okay, is that okay? Yeah. It was truck loaded with cartons of silk cloth. He departed at 9 a.m. He was going to drive 185 kilometers to Galway. So how long would that 185 kilometers take you?
2 hours and a half.
2.5 hours?
Yeah, it'd have to be
Maybe 3
hours. Yeah, we're only guesstimating between ourselves. I say it has to be about 3 hours. You'd be on side roads and back roads, and then be 90 on the motorway without too many delays. Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours. Then changing trucks and returning with a refrigerated load of salmon. Okay, so he changed trucks. Sorry, yeah. Then changing trucks and returning with a refrigerated load of salmon caught in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, a bit of extra detail there for you.
Nice.
He's going to bring it about 105 kilometers to Tullamore before driving the remaining 80 kilometers to Dublin base for a very late lunch break. It would be another long day. So we got 185, say 3 hours, and then 105.
If he can do that in time for a late lunch break, he must be breaking some rules.
He's driving a helicopter, this fella. So let's say that was 2.5 hours, and that has to be an hour and a half, doesn't it?
Yeah, at least
4 hours, and then 80 kilometers. You can't do that in half an hour, can you?
No, you're going to be at least an hour or so.
So it looks like he's not tachograph compliant. How long can you drive before you need to take a break?
4.5 hours.
That break can be broken into how many parts?
2.
First part must be at least how long?
15.
And the second part must be at least how long?
30.
How many hours can you drive in a week?
56.
54.
A little bit of hesitation there. And in a 2-week period?
90.
90.
90. Okay. Okay, so that's scenario 9.